Hello everyone, I'm so glad you're here on my new channel to join me today for a writing lesson. So first of all, we have Slutter here. He's going to be my turn and talk partner. So if you need a turn and talk partner, I would tell you to pause this video right now and go get a stuffed animal or something that you can turn and talk to explain your thinking when I ask you questions during the book, okay? So go ahead and pause the video and get an animal really quick if you need to. Okay, so we're going to start off. I have a letter that I have written to the class, so I'm going to read that to you first. It says, "Dear class, today we are starting a new writing unit. We will learn about writing letters. We will write many letters, some to each other and some to our families and friends. We will receive letters too. I can't wait to get a letter from each of you. Your teacher, Mrs. Murphy." And here's the letter. So who is this letter written to, and who is it from? And what did you learn from this letter? So today we're going to read a book about students who write letters to their teacher. It's this book, First Year Letters. The author is Julie Danberg, and it's illustrated by Judy Love. I'm going to read you the blurb on the back really quick. It says, "Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell of First Day Jitters fame is back. She has set up a classroom post office so her students can practice their letter writing skills. But being a teacher isn't always easy, as the letters show, and Mrs. Hartwell's class can be quite a handful. From disastrous science projects to field trips gone haywire, how will Miss Hartwell and her class make it through the school year?" So this book is called First Year Letters because it's Miss Hartwell's first year of teaching. All right, here we go. I'm going to move this letter a little bit so we can see. September 9th. "Dear Miss Hartwell, on the first day of school, I thought I saw your hand shake when you wrote your name on the chalkboard. That's when I figured you might be a little scared, just like me. And that made me feel better. Then you asked me to help you set up our brand new classroom post office. And that's when I figured this is going to be a great year. Thanks, Shannon." Why do you think the teacher, Miss Hartwell, might be a little scared? Turn and talk to your stuffed animal partner. September 14th. "Dear Miss Hartwell, our classroom is awesome, and I can't wait to send letters, and I hope I get lots and lots of letters back in the mail. And do you know the address of the White House? Sincerely, Josh." October 14th. "Dear Miss Hartwell, I thought of a few more things to add to our list of important things teachers should know. Number 1. On pizza day, we cannot be late. The pepperoni pieces go fast. Number 2, more recess, please. Number 3, bringing Friday treats is a great idea. But just so you know, most kids don't eat broccoli or cauliflower unless they have to. From Andy. P.S. Can this letter count as my example of a friendly letter?" I'll let you look at the picture. "Dear Miss Hartwell," sorry, I'm going to read the date. This is November 8th. "Dear Miss Hartwell, when Mrs. Burton came into our classroom today, your face turned really red. I peeked to see what she was writing. I couldn't read a word. Did you know Miss Burton has very messy handwriting? Sincerely, Carl." I have a question for you on this page. Who do you think Miss Burton is, sorry, this is Miss Burton back here. And what is she doing? Here's Miss Hartwell. Turn and talk to your partner. Who is this? And what do you think she's doing? November 19th. Dear Miss Hartwell, thank you for the delicious chocolate chip cookies. I'm sure Eddie didn't barf because of your baking. Actually, I think he got sick because he is a big, fat cookie hog. After you left to clean your shoes, Gordon, the janitor, said you'd probably never come back. I'm really glad you did. Very sincerely, Maria. Look at the picture in her shoes. This letter keeps getting in the way. November 22nd. Dear Miss Hartwell, I'm sorry about throwing up all over your shoes. I hope you didn't take it personally. I think I would have barfed over any teacher. Well, except Mr. Murphy. He scares the barf right out of me. Your friend Eddie. P.S. I bought you some new socks. I hope you like them since I picked them out myself. December 3rd. Dear Miss Hartwell, Mrs. Burton is making me write this letter during detention. I'm supposed to tell you sorry for ruining our reading party. I'm not quite sure how Daisy got loose. While you were chasing her down the hall, Mrs. Burton came in and told us to get started on our math. The day went downhill after that. Sincerely, Andy. P.S. I'm sure Daisy will come back soon. If you can't see down there, I think Daisy is that snake. December 6th. Dear Sarah, I found Daisy. Gordon. December 10th. Dear Miss Hartwell, thanks to you, science is my all-time favorite subject. I thought Firefighter Phil was nice, didn't you? I think I'll write him a letter. Scientifically yours, Jack. P.S. When you wear your safety goggles, you look just like my frog Benny. What happened during science class, do you think? Look who's in here in the picture. Turn and talk to your partner. December 14th. Dear Miss Hartwell, I sure enjoyed our field trip to the museum. That guard almost had a heart attack. You jumped over the railing like a real track star. Good thing, too, because if that buffalo had fallen over, all those cute little prairie dogs would have been smashed to smithereens. Excitedly yours, Margaret. December 14th. Sarah Jane. It's true. Field trips are a bit tricky at first. Don't give up. Here are a few books that might help. Fondly, Miss Burton. Looks like she's sick. In this classroom, everyone is a student and everyone is a teacher. January 5th. Dear Miss Hartwell, I liked our discussion about good students and good teachers during circle time yesterday. I also liked the sign we made for our door. Sincerely, Alexandra. P.S. I made a sign just like that and put it up in my kitchen at home. My mom told me to do a little less teaching and a little more learning. You need to explain some things to her. February 3rd. Dear Miss Hartwell, yesterday was the best. You looked good, except that your legs were too skinny and you needed more stuffing around the middle. I saw the other kids watching us when we went outside to look for your shadow. I bet they were jealous. Sincerely, Zach. So it looks like she's dressed up for a holiday called Groundhog Day, and she's a groundhog. She's looking for a shadow. Ask your parents if you're not sure about that holiday. And then that will make sense. February 28th. Dear Miss Hartwell, guess what? I got a letter from the president and he asked me to vote for him. But I'm wondering if he knows I'm only in elementary school. Do you think Superman has an address? 'Cause I looked and he's not in the phone book. Josh. March 25th. Dear Miss Hartwell, I don't think I needed to hold your hand the whole time we were at the aquarium yesterday. On the bus ride back, Sam said that you were my girlfriend. Sincerely, Eddie. I'm wondering why Miss Hartwell had to hold his hand. April 11th. Dear Miss Hartwell, who knew that a few little birthday candles would set off the sprinklers? Heck, I never even saw those sprinklers before today. Tell Mr. Hartwell that the cake still tasted okay, even if it was a little wet. Did you like our happy birthday song? With best birthday wishes, Daniel. What are you wondering about this page? April 18th. Dear Miss Hartwell, I have enjoyed getting to know you in your class this year, but I must ask that from now on you refrain from using anything that burns, smokes, or even gets hot. By the way, tell everyone that I hung up all of their thank you letters at the firehouse. Sincerely, Phil. So it looks like he's the firefighter telling her to stop making fires at school. May 6th. Dear Mrs. Hartwell, thanks for the letter. I'm proud of me too. I know my writing has gotten much better. Maybe it's all the practice I'm getting. By the way, do you know the address of any astronauts? Sincerely, Josh. His handwriting has gotten a lot better since the beginning of the book. You can rewind the video to see how bad it was in the beginning. May 27th. Dear Miss Hartwell, you didn't look scared or nervous today when Miss Burton visited our class. I told her that you were my absolute favorite teacher. And guess what? She said that this school has never, ever had a teacher quite like you. We sure are lucky. Sincerely, Carl. May 31st. Dear Sarah Jane, please come to my office tomorrow at 3. Miss Burton. Oh, looks like she's getting a note from the principal. How do you think she feels? Think about it. Oh, wow. It says, congratulations. Congratulations on a great year, Sarah Jane Hartwell. It looks like it was a surprise party for her. Dear kids, thank you for a great year. I'm lucky to have had such wonderful students, and I couldn't have asked for better teachers. Love, Mrs. Hartwell. P.S. Has anyone seen Daisy? Remember, Daisy is the snake. So, on page 5, Andy writes some things that he thinks are important for teachers to know. And I want to know, if you were going to write me a letter, what things would you put on your list that you think are important to know about school or about class? Talk to your partner about what you put on the list. So we're done with our story for today, but what I want you to do is think about what you would put on that list in a letter to me, and then in our Zoom meeting tomorrow, we're actually going to write out some things and be sharing with each other. And I can't wait to see you in our meeting. I hope you get out and enjoy the sunshine today. Thanks for coming to my channel.